Yanhua ACDP2 VAG MQB Cluster Black Screen Fix, the real solution you need. Hey everyone, this is Hussein, and welcome back to Baabji Motors, your trusted home for deep dive automotive diagnostics, ECU programming, and the latest tool tutorials that actually solve real-world problems. Before we jump into today's interesting case, a quick but essential note. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Everything you'll see here is designed to help technicians, learners, and enthusiasts understand the process safely and effectively. All brand names, tools, and software references belong to their respective owners. And as always, make sure you follow local laws and manufacturer guidelines while working on vehicles. Now, let's get into the situation that's been frustrating a lot of technicians lately. The dreaded black screen issue that happens when working on VAG MQB clusters using Yanhua ACDP2 Module 34. Imagine this. You're working on a 2015 VW Golf. Everything seems to be going fine, and suddenly, the cluster goes dark right after reading. No response, no display, and no option to write data back. At that point, panic usually sets in because a replacement cluster can easily cost over $1,000. So the big question is, can this blacked out cluster be saved, or is it game over? Stick around till the end, because I'm going to walk you through all the proven methods technicians have used to bring these clusters back to life, and one of them might just save your day. Let's start by understanding what causes this issue in the first place. The MQB instrument cluster on vehicles like the Golf, Passat, and other VW Group cars is a sensitive component. When reading or writing data using the Yanhua ACDP2, any interruption, power drop, or miscommunication during the process can lead to corrupted EEPROM or flash data. That's when you end up with a dead, blacked-out display. But don't worry. In most cases, it's recoverable with the right approach. Solution 1. Restore the original data using the ACDP2 itself. Go into your ACDP menu and follow this path. ICP-ODO, Step Mode, Step 3, Write Data. This is the official write-back function designed to reprogram your original data into the cluster. If you backed up the original file before reading, now's the time to use it. Sometimes, this step alone revives the display immediately. However, if it fails to write or gives you an error, don't keep retrying blindly. That can make things worse. Instead, reach out to the Yanhua ACDP technical team directly. You can send them your original cluster data file. Their engineers can manually correct the corrupted bytes or realign the coding structure before sending it back to you. Once you receive the modified file, simply write it back into the cluster using the same Step 3 procedure. In many technician reports, this has successfully restored black clusters without needing replacement. Solution 2. Try a different tool for writing the data. Sometimes, even if the ACDP2 fails to write, other tools handle the process differently. For MQB clusters, the Xhorse Key Tool Plus has proven to be a reliable backup. Here's how that works. Reread the original data using Xhorse, then use their online repair feature to check and fix corrupted files automatically. After uploading the corrected data back into the cluster, many users reported that their dashboards came right back to life. This is because Xhorse data structure validation can detect and fix subtle checksum or address errors that other tools might overlook. Solution 3. Purchase a synchronization file from a third party. If you're still stuck and the cluster remains dead after trying both methods, you can buy a sync or virgin file from professional data repair services. These files are pre-coded to your vehicle's VIN and IMMO data. While this option may cost you a bit, it's still far cheaper than replacing the entire cluster for over $1,000. Just make sure to verify that the sync file matches your car's configuration and transmission type before writing it. So what's really happening here? The black screen doesn't mean your cluster is physically dead. It's mostly a data corruption issue caused during the reading process. Think of it like your computer freezing after a failed software update. The hardware is fine, but the software needs a clean reflash. That's why the key is having a reliable backup of your original data before starting any read or write operation. Always double-check that backup before proceeding. It's your insurance policy in case things go wrong. Let's take a moment to talk about prevention, too. Before using Yanhua ACDP2 on any MQB system, ensure that your power supply is stable and your internet connection is active. A sudden voltage dip can interrupt the read process, and once the cluster memory gets half read or half written, it's very likely to go black. It's also good practice to use the latest software version of the ACDP app, as Yanhua frequently releases bug fixes and improved algorithms for these exact cases. If you're handling MQB jobs regularly, It's smart to have a second tool like Xhorse or VVDI as a backup. It gives you more recovery options in case something goes wrong. Many technicians also recommend labeling and organizing each data file carefully. Include the car model, year, and VIN number in the file name. So if a client returns later, you can restore their data instantly. And here's something that's worth remembering. Don't panic when a cluster turns black. This issue looks scary, but is quite common in MQB systems. With the right method, 90% of these cases can be revived without spending huge money on replacements. The main takeaway is always back up, verify your read file, and never rush the writing process. Now, let's answer that question from the beginning. Can the blacked out cluster be fixed? Yes, in most cases it absolutely can. Whether by writing back your original data, repairing the file with Xhorse, or getting a sync file from a reliable service, your cluster can come back to life. Personally, I think this issue highlights how sensitive MQB systems are and how critical it is to understand your tools deeply before jumping into data operations. It's not just about pressing buttons, it's about knowing what's happening behind those commands. That's what separates an average technician from a truly skilled one. I'd love to hear your experiences. Have you ever faced a similar issue with Yanhua ACDP2 or another tool? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's discuss how you solved it. Before we wrap up, here's a fun fact. The MQB platform used by VW Group is one of the most modular automotive architectures ever made, designed to share up to 70% of components across different models, which is why the same diagnostic challenges pop up on different cars. So, if you found this video helpful, let's aim high together. 10,000 likes and 1,000 comments to hype this video up. It helps Baabji Motors reach more technicians like you who need this knowledge. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. It's completely free, but it fuels the growth of this channel and keeps this community strong. Thanks for watching till the end. Until next time, keep learning, keep experimenting, and, as always, happy diagnosing.